Alright, hey there, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Sorry about everything. You're going to see that I've already done the daily stuff. That's because I was recording and I ran out of space on my hard drive. And so I had to upload some videos that I need to upload anyway. It's from my series of Coral Island that I did back in August, September, where I went through and played the whole. If you're not familiar with Coral Island, don't worry about it. But it's a farming sim where I went through and played every day of the entire year, which is 112 days, I think. Because it's 28-day seasons, and there's 4 seasons. Spring, winter, spring, summer, winter, fall, winter. Each season has 28 days, so I think it's 112 if I got that right. But I shot this and uploaded it, and I just had some days that I didn't quite finish up with, and so they were about a gig. And I have some other gigantic files that I have to decide if I'm going to render and upload to the other channel. But should I have cleaned up at least 10 gigs, which doesn't sound like much, and it's not in the grand scheme of things, but that's the way that things are. What you missed is not much. We got Rex done. You missed me getting Rex done, and I apologize for that, but Rex is done. He's done. 7 stars. So that means we're working on Sabine, full in, and then after Sabine is when we're going to start on Darth Sion, so we can get Kylo's command shuttle done. And then we're worried about what's after that when we get there. Other than that, I got a piece of gear for Sith Trooper, so Sith Trooper just needs this bottom piece and he'll be done. And then, we're still hurting monetarily. That's the reason I can't go ahead and blitz all of these characters 85 and just have them up done, because we're still, it's early game. You see we're at 1.6 million, but that's still a very, very early game, at least by my standards. We don't, once we get done with Slicker, and then once we get, once we get done with Slicker and, things are gonna moderate out, we'll get to the regular cadence where we're working on a team at a time, and we bring them the Relic 1, and that'll be better. But, obviously we need to get done with, we need to keep pushing these Slicker characters into Relics. By the way, I don't know if I showed you guys this the other day. I ended up going back and just throwing a couple of Relic levels on KRU and Kylo. So now they are Relic 3 and 2s, respectively. They both have to go to 7, so they were really the priorities. Because everybody needs to go 7, then most everybody else just needs to go to 5, with the exception of one of these two that just needs to go to 3. And then Han and Palpatine need to do whatever, but, we're getting closer to getting Palpy, and that'll be good. And then also we're still saving up for ships. Another couple of days for that. And it was in the midst of talking about the video that Calvin in, talking about the new raid, and I was talking about who, the viability of how viable I think this is, and what teams he was saying would be on it. And I'll just rehash that real quick for those of you who don't know, who didn't see that video. You feel free to go back and look at it, but he said Bad Batch, this version of the Bad Batch, the new version of the Bad Batch, because he's saying it's a Zillo-based raid, so that means these Bad Batch, the new Bad Batch, whoever they are, that would be 10, and then, he was also saying that the 501st would be in there. So this would be another 5, in case you're wondering. And then he said there were some Jedi who've taken it on, like Mace, Ayla Segura, whoever else. So that's another 5. So that gets us to 20. And then he was saying that there's some that the Empire did fight it in that Bad Batch episode. So he was saying there are some non-inquisitorious empires being like Tarkin and whoever that would be in there. Some people that were not used in and he's trying to avoid people that have been used in a raid already. So that means no Iden, no Veers, no Piet. So basically, I would say, I mean, I know Moff Gideon was used in there, but just whatever, Tarkin and whatever troopers weren't used in that before would be there. So that would get us to 25 or, I don't know, 20 maybe? No, 25. And then 30 would be First Order. Because he was saying in the comic book, there's a comic book that has some of the First Order KRU and whoever fighting a Zilla Beast, and so that's canon, and so that's who he thinks would be the 30 raid characters for this Zilla Beast raid. So super excited that I just happen to be working on the Kylo in the First Order. Super excited that I happen to be working on Imperial Troopers, and I am going to come back and finish these guys up. They're on my short list to finish up. We're almost done with Dark Trooper, and then we're going to be on Bounty Hunters. But you see, after this, I would definitely want to do Scion, and then I'm going to come back for Iden, Death Trooper, and Range Trooper, and Short Trooper probably, just to finish this whole group up. Just so I can have them done, get them out of the way. But that's what I'm thinking, and so I want to know your thoughts on the possibility of a Zilla Beast raid. How do you feel about it? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling bad? Just what are your thoughts? Super excited. Sorry you missed me just doing random stuff, but we got Rex. Big thing is we got Rex. We got another piece of Sith Trooper. We had some more shots for Death Trooper. That's about it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate the time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know what to do. As always, let me know if you want to talk about anything. Anything. God bless. Hold the line, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.